And stuff happens. She ends up in this tub, and he saves. She's like on the run from her like royal family, and she's getting chased by these guards. They're trying to bring her back to her house. She's on the run.
Sure.
Because she doesn't. She's like that princess that's been locked up for most of her life, and she wants to like explore the world. So she escapes. She ends up on Earth. Yeah. So, and then he manages to run into the main guy.
Finn.
Main guy saves the girl.
FN2187.
Shut up. The main guy saves the girl. She falls for him. He doesn't like her at first, but then over the course of the show, they kind of end up like, she brings up the best in him.
Tangled.
She gets him to be like more like outgoing and
Tangled.
And like more like
a better person.
Better person.
Oh, Tangled.
Not like a good guy. Not a good guy because he's not a bad guy. He's like the nicest guy. He's just really shy, and like not outgoing. But she, by being together, it's more like she brings him down to earth and she brings him up to the sky.
Tangled.
Shut up. It's not a Tangled at all.
But this isn't Tangled.
So and then, yeah. So she gets him to be more outgoing. He gets her to be more like human-like and like
I just pop in.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, like I didn't render correctly, and like it popped in.
I think I missed something. Yeah, maybe.
No, it happened. Who?
This demon's voice almost sounds like Samuel Hayden. I don't know if there's a connection there, but whatever.
It's so like slow the way this guy talks.
Yeah. So yeah, no, but to Lavru, I'm mostly there to see if I want Rito and Lala end up together, but they're not ending up together. But the series is still supposed to continue in the future. So I'm just waiting. That's one of the main reasons I watch the show. Other than that, it's actually really funny. It's funny at times. Like I get good chuckles. The plot's decent. Like something's happened here and there. There's actually when the plot does get going, it's actually not that bad. Like the original in the first season, Lala wants to marry Rito, so he's supposed to end up the next king. So then there's other suitors, kind of like Scott Pilgrim, where there's other suitors that want Lala.
Yeah.
And these are aliens. And are strong, so he has to like fight them. And usually he doesn't fight them, obviously, but he's very like slippery and runs away. So and usually with Lala's help, he manages to get them or any of his other friends. He makes alien friends along the way. Most of them girls, or pretty much all of them girls.
All right.
There's an assassin, Golden Darkness. She's blonde hair. She's like a dark assassin.
Tangled.
She could turn any part of her body into a weapon.
Tangled, yeah.
That is not Tangled. She's an assassin sent to kill Lala. But shit happens. But yeah, so basically, and eventually all these characters start adding up. They start liking the main character because they see he's like a good guy. He's good of heart. He's just a little shy. His one drawback, other than his shyness, is also a little clumsy. And so every once in a while, he trips on on air and lands on a girl's like breast. This always happens.
True story. This one time in high school, my freshman year, I was walking up the stairs like after lunch.
Yeah.
And you know how like everybody leaves the lunchroom, they go up the stairs like directly to the left.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
I went up there. I tripped, landed in a girl's ass.
Yeah.
Like right in the middle, and like the way I fell, I tried to regain my composure, and I just kept driving my ass, like my face, into her asshole. And I swear to God, I like.
Wait, what? Freshman... Say that again, because I was like shooting.
All right. I was walking up the stairs. There was a girl with a fat ass in front of me, and I'm just staring at it. You're like 13, 14.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this girl's ass, like, wow, that's a fat ass. She's like a senior, maybe junior. And then I tripped on the staircase. I tripped on one of the stairs. I fall. I go in. I try to grab for something.
Yeah.
And I grab a step, but it's not enough for me to stop falling. And I go face first into her asshole. And then like I go so far up, I can smell her organs. And then, but I tried to regain my steps, but I couldn't, and I kept slipping.
That's exactly what happened to the
Yeah, that's the only anime I've ever been in my life. My life. So I keep falling while regaining my step because I can't see. I have a face full of ass. So I keep like trying to get like with my feet. I'm like raking the steps.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to fall, but I don't want to like basically molest this girl.
Yeah.
I don't want either to happen, but one has to happen. And I chose obviously I chose not to fall, and I chose to just keep going forward and like not eat at well, I was gonna say not bust ass, so instead I bust an ass. I'm just eating ass.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I remember after that was over, that girl turned around and was like super like embarrassed, and I was like super embarrassed, and we just looked at each other and we're like, yeah. And because she's embarrassed because she got her ass ate basically. Like that was her first like you know like my nose is up her goddamn asshole.
Yeah.
And I am embarrassed to shit, and so is she. I don't know who was more embarrassed. We turned around, everyone's looking at us. We're blocking the whole damn.
Oh, there were people there.
What? Wait, what?
There were people like watching.
Yeah, we just left the lunch room. There's people in front of her. There's people behind me. We're like in the middle of the damn lunch. Everyone's watching.
Like I thought this was like just you two.
Isolated incident. No. Everyone's watching. Everyone's watching me just eat this woman's asshole. And it was Daniel, when I tell you that it was like quiet after this, I'm telling you it was quiet. It was like a library. Everyone's talking, you know, going up the ladder, going up the stairs. Everyone's talking, they're like joking. I trip. I eat this girl's asshole with my nose. Sniff her goddamn like throat through her ass, and then I'm just so far up in there, and I keep digging because I'm trying to regain like my composure with my feet, but I can't get a solid gripping with my feet, and I'm in there. Daniel, I was in there. Like I'm not proud of it. Because I remember how embarrassing this was, even to this day. I feel a little bit of like cringe when I think about it.
Yeah.
I just remember this very clearly. I remember the quiet.
The quiet place?
The quiet. No, shut up. Good movie. I remember secret. I just remember the awful like engulfing quietness that happened after that happened.
Yeah.
I remember her looking at me and I'm looking at her like I said, we just like yeah. I didn't even say anything. I remember not saying sorry or like whoops. Or like nothing, just and she was like and then everyone was quiet. The thing is we both stopped to look at each other for like a second after this initiated, and then we're just like yeah. Like she knew it was a mistake.
Yeah.
She obviously, because like obvious.
Yeah.
Like the way I was making so much noise, like trying to grab around.
Yeah.
I'm not like, you know, I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm just like trying to grab something.
Yeah.
And then I'm just face first ass. Still remember that. Slightly proud of myself for not just
all the way back to the secret.
Yep. That's wild.
There we go. Trade a token.
I feel like old me was like too shy for that.
Yeah.
Like the now me, like me right now, this very moment, I'd probably just get out from that and be like, well, you might as well just give me your number. Or something like that. Like, wow, my bad. I just tripped. At this point, you might as well give me your number. like yeah, something like that, you know, just to make the tension like slow down and maybe even make it onto my advantage. Might as well.
Yeah.
You're already up in there. Like, like you could also just be like, wow, next step is meet my parents, huh?
Did you ever see that girl again? Or did you ever talk to that girl?
A couple times, actually, yeah.
Did you ever say anything?
Yeah. Like, not yeah, as in like, oh hey, remember that one time I ate your ass? Like, nah, I just like, I remember I had a study hall with her once, like, the next year. Yeah, I think she was a junior then. She graduated when I was a sophomore.
Yeah.
I remembered her, but I don't think she remembered me.
Yeah.
Or maybe she chose not to.
Yeah.
She just buried that deep within her mind. And then I remember like I'm studying for this one test, and she's like, "Oh, I had that test before, like that class before rather." And she's just like, "Oh, he's a good teacher." And I was like, "Yeah, good." And then I remember, and then that's when I like looked up at her. I was like, "Oh, you look familiar. I know who you are." This is like September of that year. And I'm just like, "Oh, I remember you." And I never brought it up though. I never brought it up that I knew her from like my freshman year, like the first couple weeks. Like I never brought it up. I was too shy back then. I didn't want to.
True.
Like the person I am now, I was like, hey, I remember you. Like yeah, you remember me? Like no, yeah, I don't think you would want to. Imagine the mansion in Resident Evil 1 looking like this.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to that secret, but there's like no way to get back. I missed the secret. Whatever. It was just like that like 1990, like the old Doom looking secret.
Yeah.
Wait, what about you?
Good times, man. Good times.
Good times. TM.
Good times.
Out there, horses and sounds like a fun time.
It was a good time. It was the best times. It was the worst times.
There's really no way to. Guess it just closed. I want through here. I got them horses in the back.
Right till I can't go more.
No, this is how I need the level. I think. Wait, is there an enemy? Oh no, it's just another level. Alright, I think there's a way to secret. I think there's a way to leave. Till I can't no. Yeah, go here.
Sorry, I just saw this shit on the memes. It's like, oh, been chatting with cute girl. She says she's 14 years old, really flirty and right away, right?
Yeah.
Like really flirty and sexy. Now she tells me she's an undercover cop. How fucking cool is that for someone her age?
I think I've seen that before. That's funny. Oh yeah, no, I can get that secret. Well, it doesn't matter too much. I could live without it. You can live without it. Sure. that sounds like a fun time though. That story.
Yeah, good times.
We're getting towards the end. I can feel it.
It was supposedly like an announcement for like that's this like Tribeca game shit. Yeah. It's supposed to be an announcement for like Death Stranding.
Oh shit! Yeah, is that ever coming out?
What?
Is that ever coming out?
I mean, yeah, probably.
I know. Days Gone comes out this month.
Same day as if Endgame.
Yeah.
April 26th.
We're in the Endgame now.
We've been in the Endgame.
Yo, this is a week. And a day for me. The Crucible. You ever read The Crucible?
Who?
Good story.
The Sacred Texts.
The Crucible. It's with the witch hunts. Like, the witch hunt story where, like, everybody's accusing this girl of being a witch, and, like, all the girls, like, back it up.
You mean, Charlie's Angels.
Shut up. But yeah, now, back to To Love Ru. Good show. I love it. One of my top favorites.
There's just one anime.
My top 5.
There's just one anime that's like similar to that, harem and whatnot. I mean, there's plenty like that, but there's just one anime. I forget the name of.
Because normally I'm not a fan of harems.
I love that shit.
I'm not a fan of it. I actually don't want the harem. The reason I watch To Love Ru, I want him to choose a girl and end up with one of them. And I want him to end up with Lala, the girl he's supposed to marry.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that's cool. But like, the way I see it is that like in life, you're always gonna have eventually, down the road, a girlfriend or a wife. If you're lucky, maybe, right? You get that monogamous, nice relationship, very vanilla. It's very cute. I love it. But then at the same time, it's just like, I mean, if there was like constant girls dogging after me, and they all said, hey, you know what? Why don't we all just fuck them? How would you say no? You just be like, I mean, it was, just so we're clear, it wasn't my idea, right? And then everyone's just like, yeah, you get Rebecca on Tuesday, you get a little bit of Monica in your life, you get a little, whatever, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and I'm just like, I mean...
I want Rito and Lala to end up together. I want, because the progressions, in season 1, the original season, he likes the other girl, but they're both shy.
Yeah.
And
it's just like a little flame just walking, dancing across the floor. What? Oh, like that thing was like rolling down the stairs. That's what it was. Instead of like the tumbleweed, it's just an explosive. And
that's dope. And then, and eventually, at first he doesn't like Lala. He just gets roped into like meeting her. She likes him. He doesn't like her at first.
And now he likes her.
And then as he gets to know her, as he spends time with her, the characters develop. He starts learning about her. And and he starts falling for her towards the end of the season. He even like when she turns evil-ish towards the end of the first season, he gives it his all just to fight for her, and so it's good. It's good shit. He saves her from herself.
I mean, that's all well and good, but how often? I'm just saying, like, realistically, how often in life will there ever be a harem for you? You know?
Yeah, but you know.
I mean, like, unless you're like a celebrity and you're like super fit, you know. Unless you're like Ryan Gosling or like Ryan Reynolds, when is there ever going to be a harem for you?
Well, that'd be nice, but
So I'm just saying, like, if the chance was ever popped up, I mean, like, yeah, sure, that's cool, thank you. Like, I appreciate this, thank you.
Yeah, I'd be flattered. But,
like, you guys want to come in, like, have some, you guys want water?
I mean, I'd be flattered, but I'd say I'd choose one and just be friends with the rest, you know?
I mean, down the line, I'd probably end it that way, too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, I don't want to be like that way forever.
Yeah.
But,
I could use a female
to have something like that, that'd be actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice if other people want it.
What?
That'd be nice if you want it. Like that's good for you.
When can you ever say that that like, you know, like, oh yeah, like my harem?
You're not gonna get me into
when
this.
When does that?
You're not gonna get me into this.
What?
You're not gonna get me into this.
I'm not saying that you gotta like this. I'm just saying you're stupid if you don't. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
This looks like an old boomerang.
I missed the shot, so I just need him. Oh, that infamous now. Now I can. Oh, and then this. Let's go faster. Faster, Barry. Ow. Oh, no, it doesn't hurt me. Okay. I gotta open that.
You walk back. You start running backwards, you actually end up in the past, dude.
Oh, there we go. Nope.
What?
I smacked the thing.
Well, I thought it was like an explosive, like, melee thing.
Oh my god, look at how fast that guy dies. This chain gun's really good. It's fully upgraded. I prefer.
I was gonna say, what were you saying?
The other upgrade is really good, but it's the upgrade where you have too many guns. It like splits up into two machine guns.
Okay.
But you can't move. Either you can't move or you move really slow. So I don't like that one. I want to keep my speed.
True.
That's Doom. If you slow down, you become vulnerable. True. Oh my god! You see that bright? You saw that bright for a second? Oh my god! Like seizure.
You just look over. And you're just like, wow, nobody got a seizure. I'm all right. And then you look
You're
over
on
at
the
me.
ground.
I'm on the floor.
I've never actually seen anyone get a seizure in real life.
Neither have I. I've heard of people who have gotten.
I've heard of people who have gotten seizures. I've known
people I know have apparently gotten seizures, and I just wasn't there to like film.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
But yeah, apparently, yeah. It's like they're really busting a groove or something.
Should have run
Rip. Big ol' F. There's just one anime where they're like in a school and they have
DxD?
like nope. It's like high school, obviously.
DxD.
Shut the hell up.
High School of the Dead?
Shut the hell your mouth. That was a good one. Not that one. It's 2 seasons, obviously all in a school, and they're like
Secrets over there.
they all have like mini-me's, like they're like digital though. And
I
it's
came in that way, goddammit.
what the hell's the name of that anime?
No,
Hold up. I'm gonna look it up.
But yeah, no, the original topic was romance. Yeah, I like romance in my animes.
Same.
I just want to
I'm a
see.
sucker for that.
It's like almost like wish fulfillment.
Yeah.
That's just one.
Just like, oh man, I can't get this in real life. Might as well get it in real life.
Ah, yeah, open the door. There you go. I knew this is what I was thinking of earlier when I said it. If I know it, I'd see it.